Alone um, is is happiness.
Tranquility, just even like walks with the dog, just nature. To me, that's alone.
Quieting your brain, um, kind of just getting in touch with yourself again and shutting out the outside world and the busyness.
I am alone and I really enjoy it.
Being alone is a gift.
But just being alone is good.
I think you need to have a period of loneliness to um, come to terms with what you want yourself, what has gone on, why are you lonely, what has caused this, and I think you need to do a lot of soul searching when you are lonely.
I think that's the scariest part. You asked about the fear of it. I think, yeah, there's always a fear of getting too far.
I'd rather be alone than lonely in a relationship.
You are sitting beside the person and you feel like you are so lonely. I say those are the times that I really felt the loneliness and probably the most anxiety around it.
And it's important to recognize the difference between needing time alone and loneliness and being alone.
I know myself so much better now, and that's been through being alone and by being allowing myself to be lonely, if that makes sense. Because if you don't feel the feelings, they just hide, and then they will resurface at some point when you least want them to.
I think it boils down to liking yourself. I make a joke of it to people and just say I like my own company. I'm good company, but I like my own company better than other people's.
It's like, okay, now, yay, I get to be by myself. It's like, yay.
It'll just be sitting with my computer with my earbuds in and tuning out the world around, just kind of watching what I want to watch.
Being alone now, I'm happier than I was, like in my early 50s and 60s. I would have felt left out of things. At times now, like, I sit back and I look at Facebook and I see people doing this and they're going here and they're doing that and whatnot. And I say, oh, that would be fun. So then I stop and think, yeah, they're just in their 50s. I'm in my 70s. I did all that, and
I need to listen to myself more because health is important.
I gave myself permission to heal by being alone.
I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I don't want to talk to you. I don't answer the phone.
When I'm lonely, my dog will not leave my side. Like if she knows, like if I'm crying or something, she is right there. And, that's amazing. And how can you be alone when you have a fuzzy thing breathing on you?
And after I talk to different people on the phone, I'm just so damn glad I'm by myself.
If I sit in the alone phase where I can sit and, like I say, you rejuvenate and you think about and you're in touch with yourself and think, how am I right now? Am I just physically exhausted? Am I mental? Do I need a mental break? How am I feeling? And we don't ask ourselves that, right? Like we go through the phases and stages. And so I think the alone time is where I really try to assess myself.
It's amazing how your creativity comes out when you do find that quiet space and you get to know yourself better.
I sit in my chair here and I contemplate what I'm going to write about. I've been working on doing my blog and being creative now, doing stuff like that. I've put all my blogs from last year, made them into a book.
And it was those quiet spaces that I'm like, wait a minute, I do have good ideas and I can do stuff. But it took being alone to figure that out.
The creativity was therapy for me. And I love writing. And so um, I feel like when I'm writing, I'm absorbed into the story. And it's a good place to be in.
I've always been creative, but I'm probably more so now than I was before. Yeah, I started in the pipe band whenever I was 68. That's when I first took drum lessons. Met the Queen, met Queen Elizabeth. Nice little lady, nice little lady. She was the skin was so white and the eyes so blue, and she looked at you and she sort of looked through you.
And it was an acting scenario where I was alone in the Arctic. And I had to crawl through the tundra and wolves are behind me and it's not looking good. Like I'm going to die and I'm completely alone. And the sounds are going and everything like that in the class. The whole class is watching. And it's one of those, I just started to bawl. I started to cry uncontrollably.
A lot of people were feeling that way and going through that. And that's when it dawned on me, then this is why I do need to make a film.
I don't think you can be a good actor unless you know yourself. I think that's super important. And you can't know yourself until you've been alone.
But there's nothing stopping me from doing it by myself. Like I have gone to movies by myself. I have gone out to eat by myself. I always travel with a pocketbook in my purse, and I've always got something to do.
To realize, hey, we're not alone, really, right? Like we help each other. So I'll sit here and be not good with you. We'll just hang out. Yeah, just be. We don't have to fix each other.
It's a good place right now. Yeah.